I'd like to welcome you to North Carolina Cooperative Extension, Granville County Center. Granville County borders Virginia to the north and Wake and Durham counties to the south, with a population of about 60,000. Because of our location and population, our county boasts of small town living with easy access to metropolitan amenities. I am excited to share the programming efforts of our team and glad you all can join us virtually on the beautiful campus of the Oxford Research Station. This station is an integral part of Granville County's rich agricultural history, particularly as it relates to tobacco. Just look up Granville Wilt and you will understand the significance of our location and our contributions to the tobacco industry. Granville is transitioning, and while tobacco is still the #1 cash crop, there has been an evolution on the agriculture front. Agritourism has continued to grow within Granville County to include such attractions as haunt farms, vineyards, and beautiful rural wedding venues. Just as agriculture has continued to evolve in our county, so has Cooperative Extension's efforts. While we continue to educate the community leaders of today on agricultural practices, we're also creating new opportunities for our future. We are a unique community as our largest workforce base includes agriculture, advanced manufacturing, and government facilities that include state hospitals, 2 orphanages, and the federal prison. Here at Cooperative Extension, we are always visualizing and implementing programs to uniquely serve our diverse and at times transient community. This requires moving programs outside the walls of our office to reach our audiences. Our most important attributes are the partnerships we forge with the community. Building on the core values of Cooperative Extension, our team brings a wealth of knowledge, experience, and enthusiasm to their roles. They are the backbone and the heart of Granville County Center. Our staffing is unique as we share 4 cross-county agents with Person County. As a team, we have been intentional about reaching those sometimes overlooked audiences who would otherwise not come in contact with Cooperative Extension. Today, we want to share with you some of our programming efforts that reach new audiences and create unique opportunities through community collaborations and cross-programming. Our first area we will take a look at today is in horticulture, as our horticulture area agent, Johnny Coley, talks about his collaboration with the federal prison in an effort to bring horticulture skills to an incarcerated population.
The horticulture training at the Federal Bureau of Prisons in Butner, North Carolina began in 2017. Cooperative Extension in Granville County was actually approached by an instructor there, and he wanted to see about collaborating with North Carolina Cooperative Extension with a horticulture class to train inmates to be more employable when they were released from the prison system. During a class session, I will usually go in. The inmates have an inside facility for classroom training and usually give 1.5 to 2 hour lecture, and then we will go outside to the raised bed gardens. They also have a greenhouse at the camp facility that they raise different plants and then move them out into the garden. As far as after the class is over with, we will usually go out into the garden and or to the greenhouse, depending on the time of year. I'll try to get over there maybe once a month. I try to go in and do a guest lecture, but the instructor is actually there on a daily basis. And these classes will run 6 to 9 months at a time. This year actually started a community garden within the prison system. And at the camp, at the prison, they have raised squash, zucchini, tomatoes, peppers, a little bit of corn for a food bank in Granville County called ACIM.
As with many communities, food insecurity is a concern for some in our county, particularly during the COVID crisis. Our local food bank, Area Congregations and Ministry, or ACIM, provides food to the families and seniors of the community. The produce generated from the prison horticulture program garden is picked up by Johnny and delivered weekly to these families, giving them the opportunity to have fresh produce.
Hi, I'm Sue Hinman from ACIM. I'm so excited that we've been able to work with the North Carolina Extension Office in Granville County. We've been doing quite a few things since I took over back 20 years ago. The newest thing has been working with the federal prisons. They've actually got a garden that they're growing the vegetables, and then they donate it to us to give away to people who are in need. And the other thing is the master gardeners have been working with our gardens. We've had 2 different gardens here to show people it's very easy to grow their own food and not have to become dependent on people like us. And we, you know, there's a lot of us that have never gardened and don't know what to do about that. So the master gardeners were awesome with that. And then Teen Court, we've been working with them forever. They've done many things such as taking food to residents that can't get out to get to us. They've helped pack boxes. They've helped put food away. They've done all kinds of things that we just can't get done when they're not available. And it's really nice to have these young people be here and realize how important it is to feed the people that are in need.
As Sue mentioned, youth community service participants through our Teen Court and community service programs pick up the ball once the food and vegetables are delivered to the food bank. Youth in the program help box up food, load client cars, and sometimes provide weekend deliveries to sick and shut-in seniors throughout the community. Teen Court is a real justice youth program funded through the Juvenile Crime Prevention Council and run by youth and adult volunteers. Youth volunteers serve in the roles as attorneys, bailiff, and clerk of court. Started in 2009, the program has become a great bridge between the local school system, law enforcement, through the judicial system, and cooperative extension, hearing over 400 cases over the years. Youth who come through the program complete some of their community service through ACIM. Participants in the program are given a second chance by providing a much-needed service to their community. Youth Programs Coordinator Tiana Jones talks a little about the program.
Our program has had a relationship with area congregations and ministries since 2004. We've had the opportunity since then to bring in a number of our youth in our community service and Teen Court program to help out in the evenings, in the summers, during the day, to better provide for our community. So here at ACIM, many of our youth have the opportunity to pack food boxes that are going to be sent out to families on the weekday. And then in the summer, sometimes those same youth help to take those boxes and directly put them in the cars of families. It's been a really good experience for many of our youth. Once they finish, a lot of them want to come back to continue volunteering. A lot of them, really praise the ACIM staff for just being very welcoming and creating a good environment for them. And I have personally seen those relationships between staff and our youth kind of grow, and it's just been beautiful to watch.
The next program we will discuss is 4-H and their commitment to reaching non-traditional or first-generational 4-Hers. 4-H agent Lina Howe discusses her programming efforts in collaboration with Boys and Girls Club.
Granville County 4-H has a wide array of programs and ways to get involved, such as shooting sports, horses, poultry, livestock, STEM, and so much more. But my favorite thing about this job is when I get to take 4-H programs and experiences to youth who otherwise wouldn't get to experience these things. We do this through partnerships with local organizations such as the school system, the local Boys and Girls Club, and others.
The average population is so disconnected from agriculture and where our food comes from, so it's important to bring hands-on agriculture education to community organizations like the Boys and Girls Club so that we can help bridge that gap. The Just Grow It program educates youth on many topics related to gardening and agriculture, starting with plants' basic needs, pests, food safety, and ending with harvesting and enjoying our fresh-grown food. After the completion of the Just Grow It program, the students at the Boys and Girls Club will have knowledge that they need to grow their own gardens at home and have access to fresh food for many years to come.
We thank you for tuning in and taking the time to learn about our programming efforts to provide traditional programming to non-traditional audiences. Unique opportunities produce unique outcomes, and we look forward to continuing to extend our reach across the community.